Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to say this has been an amazing event. So everybody who had a hand in putting this together and all of you for attending, thank you so much for joining. It's been so great to see everybody in person and meet new friends this weekend. So thank you. As Rob said, I'm Tammy Kaufman. I am with the White Salmon-Bingen Rotary Club. I became a member in 2008. And when they asked us to share our story of why Rotary is important to you with a focus on service to change lives, I said I'd like to do that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my history. So I was born into poverty here in America. And I don't say that to elicit any sort of reaction from you. I just want to give you the facts. I was the youngest of 5 children of a mother she was a single parent. She had left school, dropped out at 16, and started having children. And I'm here today because there were people in my life that cared for me, and there were systems in my life that allowed me to flourish and grow. My mother could not handle the situation. There was violence in the family, there was drug use and alcoholism in the family, and when I was age 5 going on to age 6, she gave up all of her children to the foster care system. But I was blessed. So I was blessed because they put me with my brother, my older brother. He's 5 years older than me. I was blessed because I don't remember a lot of what happened in our household when I was young, but my brother does. Sorry. I was blessed because he was there to empower me. So when we're having classes about empowering girls and women, I want to say that I'm one of those women that was empowered. So I'm really lucky, and I've always known that I've been really lucky. I had people there for me to help me through that situation. My brother was there. He taught me how to read. He was in the first 2 foster homes with us, and then they split us up, and then they put me with my older sister. It was a bad situation. We'll say we were there for 3 years, and we were immediately removed when they found out there was some inappropriate behavior by the father in that house. But I was able to be brought back together with my brother because the foster family that he was with really believed in trying to get siblings together and keep them together as a family. So I was lucky. So from age 9 until I graduated, I was with the same family, and I was raised in the household with my brother. They were a very simple family, but they're my mom and dad. My dad was a mason worker. My mom stayed home, so they were very blue-collar workers. We didn't have a lot. But my mom was smart enough to know that there's different systems at play, and we're very fortunate in the United States to have these systems. And she found a program called the Casey Family Program. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Casey Family Program at all. I don't know if they're still active or not, but what they did was they worked with foster children, and they enrolled certain foster children in their program. I had a wonderful caseworker, and they allowed us opportunities that most foster kids don't get. So when I wanted to join clubs, they would help to pay for the fees for those clubs. I loved horses. I don't know how many of you little girls here loved horses when you were growing up, but I was one of them. It took me until I was 30 before I actually had one, but that's another story. So they allowed me to take lessons. They allowed me to have a childhood, and my brother allowed me to have a childhood. So, long story short, that organization and my family helped to support me. They encouraged me, and I'm really encouraged by a lot of the talks that we've heard here this weekend, because I'm a part of that. Why not? Why can't you do something? I can do something, why not? And I'm really lucky that I was in a generation where why not became the norm. Why can't I do that? Sure, I can do that. And I had people in my life who helped me to do that. So getting back to Rotary now. Grew up, I have a wonderful husband of 31 years. And when he finished his military service, we ended up back in the area. I'm from Gresham originally, but we ended up back in the area. And we came down the gorge for his work. And a very good friend of mine lived there, and she was a member of Rotary. And she said, Tammy, you need to come to Rotary. It's a chance for you to meet people, to network, get your business started. And they do great things around the community. So I actually attended Rotary I just attended for like 5 or 6 months before I actually became a member. I just started going. I was like, this is great. And I was really taken by all of the projects the Rotarians do. I knew as a child I was supported by food banks. I was supported by the state. I was supported by the foster care system. So I knew how valuable those programs were. And when we do what we call the Tree of Joy. So the Food Bank and the Tree of Joy are two of my favorite local projects. So the Tree of Joy is Christmas time, making sure that all children have a gift, and making sure that we're taking care of those local children. So that to me touches me, because I remember being a child and being 6 and 7 years old and hoping that I would be able to participate in Christmas and have a gift. So that was wonderful. So I just flourished. I took off. I loved Rotary. It's been amazing. And eventually, as our time comes due, I became the president of our club. And we went through our visioning, and I really talked about how I love the thought of serving locally, but I love the thought of serving internationally. And I really wanted our club to get involved with that. So as you've been harassed by me out in the hall all weekend, we have the Najajali Project, and we invite you to learn about that with us. But the long and short is, Rotary gave me this opportunity to talk to you today. Rotary gave me this opportunity to meet Miss Grace Kuto, who's sitting right back here. She is now a wonderful friend. She and I met at a training conference in 2017, started talking about her life in Kenya, and she and I talked about our childhoods, and we got to know each other and realized that they were a lot similar. We had people who lifted us up, and that's what made us the people that we are today. So I invite you to serve to change lives at whatever level works for you. Do it locally, do it internationally, but the opportunities are amazing. And I invite you to come and talk to us before you leave today about our program in Chwele, Kenya, to empower teenage girls who've been affected by pregnancy. They need a lifeline to be able to support themselves and their families. So join us on that journey. Join us on the Rotary journey. And I'm going to end with one quote from Melinda Gates. So I read this quote at our Empowering Girls session, and it just really speaks to me. So Melinda Gates of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Sorry, I need my glasses. All right. If you want to lift up humanity, empower women. It is the most comprehensive, pervasive, high leverage investment you can make in human beings. Thank you.